The launch site was a military base whose whereabouts are a top secret. The build began, and soon the main fuel tank was assembled and attached to the launch pad, together with the solid rocket boosters. These parts contained the 8.5 tons of rocket power that would take the Reliant up into the heavens.
Here's what terrifies me. As it is here on that, let's be honest, bit of scaffolding.
Yeah.
Just the tiniest, like that's Birmingham or that's John and Groats.
Look, it's fine. It's held down with some old concrete blocks and some straps that you use to hold furniture down in a removal van. That's perfect.
Right, there must be something useful we can do somewhere.
As it happened, there was. We were sent off to dig a bunker for Steve, the model airplane pilot who would glide the Reliant in. But that wasn't easy, because the launch site is littered with unexploded bombs.
Thank you for choosing a precision metal detector. With your metal detector, you can hunt for coins, relics, jewellery, gold and silver just about anywhere.
Does it say bombs?
No.
James had bought his metal detector at Argos. So I got myself some serious body armour.
You found my JCB.
I've just worked out something, though, from this. It only works down to a depth of about 3 inches.
As it turned out, it all went rather well. In the main.
Look what he's done. You Philistine.
Finally, our bunker was finished.
So that's it then. Good.
With Steve now fully protected, we went back to the launch site, where there was good news. Bang on time for its date with Destiny, the Reliant Robin had arrived.
You're all right. You're all right.
Keep it coming.
You're all right.
On that line.
You're all right.
Yep.
You're all right. Back.
Nice. And stop. That is the business end of a reusable Reliant orbiter.
Wow.
Then we were entrusted with another job.
I reveal to you the legend.
You spanner.
What? That's where it goes, on the
But
wing.
think what it's going to look like when it's up there, pointing upwards.
Brilliant.
Upside down.
As night fell, the most delicate and risky part of the operation began. Attaching the Reliant space orbiter to the rockets and fuel tank.
Not kidding, this bit is genuinely very scary because as they're mounting it up, and it's quite complicated, all the linkages, if the shuttle clonks it and bends any of the release mechanisms, it won't come off, and then the shuttle and the tank will come down.
Should we go over and help?
I think not.
Did you hear that really un-NASA thing he said just now?
What?
Right, come on lads, let's get this Robin. Oh, ladder's coming out.
Again, at NASA,
Yeah.
they don't keep a step ladder on the launch pad. One small step ladder. Don't stop laughing, they get really cross.
Finally, the Robin was attached and the completed space shuttle made for a truly awesome sight. Everything was looking good. But later, in our suite at the local Ritz Sheraton, I was a worried man.
Hammond,
What?
what do you think the chances are of it actually working?
It'll work.
It's just that, you know, when we do these big things, they usually end in some sort of massive disaster. I'd quite like this one to work.
Well, it's up, it's built, but it's worth a quick reminder of exactly what is going to happen.
Absolutely. We've got 8.5 tons of rocket thrust to push that thing off the ground at about 1,000 feet. The two solid rocket boosters will be empty. They will fall away and come down on parachutes, doing about 100 miles an hour there.
Yeah, it'll continue accelerating to about 140. Then at about 3,000 feet, the orbiter itself will detach from the main body. That's when Steve, the pilot, takes control. It's his job to glide it in. He has the option of firing 3 rockets to extend that glide. He'll then put it down on the deck on the landing strip and prove that it's a reusable craft.
Yeah.
Of course, all that we've just said is just words.
Words,
Because
yep.
to be honest, who knows?
The last few hours were taken up with final preparations, and with such an ambitious project as this, the complexity of the onboard systems was simply staggering. Each electronic component had to talk to every other electronic component at exactly the right time.
There have been 1 or 2 delays. Most of these are of an electrical nature. There's a long wire leading from launch control down to the rocket, and unfortunately that had a break in it somewhere.
James, a cow ran through it.
Yeah, okay, but that's all sorted. We are now fueling the bird. And once that's done, there can be no delays. It's full of fuels. They're going to have to light that candle.
Yeah.
The tension now was almost unbearable. You could almost hear Jeremy preparing some intergalactic smugness. So, would it stay on course during the ascent? Would the rockets and fuel tank detach? And would Steve, who by the way had refused our kind offer of a bunker, be able to pilot the Robin down safely? In just a few seconds, we'd know.
Separate! Separate!
12 1,000. Separate! Right!
That's why
How are you going to use it again?